This is how native people lived here for thousands of years before the English ever showed up. So these houses are called yahakins, built from saplings and covered in reed mats. Step inside, it's actually cozy. This is actually made from one full tree. So the two completely different worlds, and in 1607 they collided right here. What is happening, folks? We came home last night because we swarmed so much. It was so much fun and knocked out. But today we were supposed to get back home, but there has been some change of plans. We're going to do two things today, which are probably quite contrasting. So I'm going to take you guys with me. Now the weather, it's cloudy and it's supposed to rain. But let me hop in the car and I'll take you guys to the first location where I'm going right now. Just look at the weather. It's so contrast from what we had last night. It was nice and pleasant, and today it's raining. Okay, so I am this place where I'm headed. It's called Jamestown Settlement. It has significance in the American history as it was English's first permanent residence in the United States, and there were a lot of other issues surrounding it. It's a museum, so I'm going to be able to record if the photography is allowed. But if that's the case, then I'll show you guys. There are also supposed to be like 3 giant ships. I have just seen it online. I don't know what the significance of that is. I'm hoping it's going to be a lot of informative stuff, and I love trying to explore museums and learn about the local history. So we are in Williamsburg, Virginia, and after the museum is done, we also have another plan to sort of try and see if we are going to be able to go and do that. It's early. It's typically early for the museum, but they open at 9 and it's almost going to be 10. So hopefully there is some open space where I can go and shoot there. Right, so stay in the vlog and we'll pick up from where we reach the destination. Okay, I got in. This is going to be like a fun thing because I get my steps in and I get some knowledge. I mean, you can ask for anything better than that. So the thing starts with a small movie explaining some background about the place. Let me go in and then I'll come back and share my experience. Alright, I just got done with the museum. It's a good start. There's a lot of information, very informative. I obviously couldn't take pictures or show you guys anything because it said no photography allowed. But now look at this map. We're probably going to start from here first and then we'll try to make our way around, go and visit. Remember I said in the beginning, it's such a great way to like learn about something and I can get my steps in as well. So we're going to try and, it's a nice trail. It's mostly covered with the trees. So plus, I mean, I don't have to worry about the weather because it's pretty nice. I'm going to walk to the fort. And a lot of reflections when I was in the museum. It's always so gnarly to see like how everything evolves over time. And it's not just as simple when you look at the history. So many conflicts of people, already there. And then some people trying to come and get some space. So they showed like some really good recreations of things. There were some small movies. So I had a lot of information that I'd gathered. Now let's try and look at this fort. This is the church against a recreation. These settlers were terrified of attacks, and honestly, they had bigger problems. Like there was disease, starvation. In fact, out of the first 104 settlers, most didn't even survive the first few years. These are storehouses, and this is the coolest part. So there are actual costumed interpreters. Like there are these guys who, when you enter the fort, they will be dressed and they will be walking around, and they show like how the fire is being generated with a matchlock musket. And this is happening in 2026, which is wild. What got me though is standing here, you realize America didn't start with a bang. It started with like few desperate people behind these wooden walls, just trying to survive. So I mean, if you are near Williamsburg, this is a must. You guys should come and check it out. It's a big part of the history. And I'll give you a quick tip. The musket firing demo happens like at set times. So check the schedule when you arrive. and that way you don't miss that, or you have an opportunity to actually even see that. All right, let's move on. The three ships, they are the recreation of the actual ships that sailed in 1606 December, and then it came to Virginia around May. In April, it came to Virginia. It ported, and after 2 weeks, there was a smaller ship that was sent onto the actual James Island that we are right now. And it's crazy to think we have so many amenities now when we travel through ships. You heard about cruises, but there's such a compact space, and there were 52 people. There were three ships that sailed. This was the most significant piece of artifact. It's a recreation; it's not the real one, but it goes to show like what it took to sail during those times. I hope you guys liked it. There was a lot of history. Unfortunately, I could not shoot in the museum, but I was able to showcase you the fort that was built and a bunch of other artifacts. Still going to be here. If I find something more that I should show or should share my thoughts on, I'll come back. Right, wait. So now that we saw the boat, now this is what you walk into next. It's a recreated Powhatan village. This is how native people lived here for thousands of years before the English ever showed up. So these houses are called yahakins, built from saplings and covered in reed mats. Step inside, it's actually cozy. The fire pit in the middle, sleeping platforms on the sides. To be honest, the genius design. And it's all hands-on, so you can grind corn, scrape animal hides, even check out the dugout canoe they burned and carved from a single tree. This is actually made from one full tree. So the two completely different worlds, and in 1607 they collided right here. Okay, the canoe that you guys saw, I saw it in the museum as well. It was used by the tribes for hunting and going into the seas. They was carved out of an entire log. It's pretty incredible. And then the settlement obviously is recreated as well, but it shows like the life during those in the 16th century or even before that. Tea and coffee, they were pretty unique in the gift shop. So I just take a quick stop. But now heading back to car and going back to the hotel. And it's still cloudy. You need to just change the shoes and then get to the next place. Okay, remember I said it's new to me, so I keep making bummers and errors. I spoke in the camera literally for 2 minutes and it was in a photo mode. Oh no! All right, the museum itself is pretty amazing. There are multiple sites to the museum. Like one site is 30 minutes away from here, so I didn't have enough time, so they have like a couple, I think they have a 5-day pass or something as well. You can check it out online. The tickets might be a little bit cheaper, I guess, even online, but you can still come and buy it here. A lot of people, including myself, I bought the ticket from here. But the museum is super clean. It's about 60% outdoors and 40% indoors. I couldn't show you the museum itself, but I did show you guys the sites, the ships, the tribal recreational area that they had created where the tribes used to live. You would need about, I would say, about a day or two. And in this Jamestown Settlement museum itself, it will take you about 4 or 5 hours if you want to just spend time here. Enough places to sit, relax. I was really following the rules that they had. I wasn't taking any photographs where it wasn't supposed to. That's how it's supposed to be. Please don't do that if you're doing it. But anyways, very heavy on the information in the beginning when the museum part is. Once you're outdoors, you can explore at your own speed and you can go and check it out. Weather was pretty nice, like I said today, so it did not bother me at all. And the fort itself was pretty amazing. They had like some really cool stuff which I showed you guys in the video. But overall, I would say amazing way to like know about a town. If you are ever around Williamsburg, Virginia, you should definitely come and visit here if you are into museums. And hey, listen, I know it's not for everyone. Not everyone's into museums, but a very amazing place for you to explore. Finally, I'm going to go back and let's pick up from when we leave from the hotel.